The story of Joseph begins in earnest in Genesis chapter 37. Verse 3 reads, "Now Israel loved Joseph above all his sons because he was the son of his old age. He made an ornamented coat for him." If we were writing a musical score to this scene, it would need to have some ominous undertones. Loving Joseph above the rest of his sons just doesn't sound right. Even if you didn't know what was about to transpire here, the hairs on your arm might start to stand up. These are words which portend much heartache. His brothers saw that their father loved him above all his brothers, and they became hostile to him and couldn't speak peaceably to him. Then we're told that Joseph shares a dream that he had where he and his family were sheaves of wheat, and their sheaves of wheat were bent down and bowing before his own sheaf of wheat. Then he had another dream that he thought he would just share with everyone, where he and his family were stars in the sky, and his parents were the sun and the moon, and the 11 stars and the sun and moon were bowing down to him again. You don't have to be a biblical scholar to know that these dreams and Joseph's inexplicable need to share them with his family did not go over well with anyone. Even his father told him to quiet down about it. But Joseph is here, set up as a dreamer, as someone who receives visions from God in his dreams. In the lines of the story, Joseph is given these dreams by God. And as we will see later in the story, the dreams do, in fact, come true. So that complicates things. But Joseph seems blissfully unaware that his sharing of the dreams would have such an effect on anyone. He really does seem to be clueless. Jacob seems to be clueless that he, having a favorite son and giving his favored son a coat that set him apart from the rest of his brothers, would cause a stir. And Joseph seems clueless about all of that and the sharing of his dreams. Can he really be that naive? Israel then sends Joseph off to be with the rest of his brothers, who are out watching the flocks and herds. He tells Joseph to check on them and bring back word on how everyone's doing. The subtext here is that the other 11 brothers are working out in the pastures, and Joseph is just hanging out at home. Again, this does not look good. Joseph heads out, and after some wandering about, finds them. The brothers see him coming from afar, and as soon as they see him, they start scheming. They saw him from a distance, and before he got near them, they plotted to put him to death. They said to one another, "Here, that master of dreams is coming. No, now, come on, let's kill him and throw him into one of the cisterns. We'll say a bad animal ate him. We'll see what will become of his dreams." So obviously, if this played out as originally planned, this could have been a very, very short story of Joseph, son of Israel. But Reuben countered, saying to them, "Hey, let's not kill him. We can still just throw him in the cistern, though." The narrator of the story tells us a little detail. Reuben said this because he was going to come back and rescue him from the cistern and then take him back to his father. Reuben doesn't seem all that bad, right? So when Joseph gets there, they capture him, they strip the coat off of him, and they throw him in the cistern. But before Reuben can mount his rescue operation, the brothers look off into the distance and they see a group of Ishmaelites coming. Judah then talks the group into selling Joseph to the Ishmaelites, which they do. He's sold to the Ishmaelites for 20 silver pieces, and off he goes, a slave, headed for Egypt. The rest of the brothers take the coat, and after killing a goat, they dip the coat in the blood. They take the coat to their father and mournfully tell him that a wild beast got Joseph. Israel is absolutely devastated. To the best of his knowledge, his favored son is no more.